Hello everybody again and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host Mike. Cameo, well, he's not here tonight. He's partying, doubling out down in Vegas. Maybe he's running into some famous people. Probably not, but you never know. I've got a decent show planned for you today. I got some sub pennies and I've got some here, I got some there, I've got some anywhere and everywhere. We're going to do the redraw the AMC drawing again, because I just added some new names to the pot. Every time you comment, I'm just throwing it in the pot because we have another drawing for Chick-fil-A in 3 more weeks. So Radio Man had his time. He's a long-time listener. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he got sick or something, or just got off the grid for YouTube. I don't know. He hasn't had too many posts on YouTube lately, so prayers out to him if he comes back or if he's safe or whatever. But I'm going to make the drawing right now, and I'm going to do the extra drawing. I'm mixing them up for the gift card. This is for AMC. You need to provide your email address, or I'm going to give you my email address for the show, and then you are going to be in contact with me, and I'm going to get you your AMC gift card. And go Apes. So here we go. The winner is, dun, 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 drums please, Ellie. Let's go look at Ellie and see where Ellie was at from a while ago. Ellie. So Ellie is the winner of the gift card. Ellie has till 10 tomorrow night to claim the gift card. She will be messaged, and we will give away the AMC gift card to her if she answers. If she doesn't, I guess we got a drawing tomorrow again, guys. So that's it for that. We're going to go on to the first stock, and the first stock we have is TSOI. TSOI. Last tick was 0.0687. Going back into the... Let's go back to the 3-year history. Let's just do 3-year history here. Going back 3-year history, well, it was pretty much in the sub range, and then it had its breakthroughs, and it's almost cresting to a bean. So you got this. Now, I'm not saying to get in now exactly. It's on the pump and dump list. It's on a promotion list. So let's just first throw that out there, okay, before the short smarties come in there and say that. But it is on the promotion list, and that's something we have to watch out for. Is this a decent investment? Well, if you get in on the cheap seats when it gets shorted tomorrow, load up. That's what I say. Load up if you got them. Load up your bankroll and load up when it goes to short, and when it's in the red, buy, because it is one of those stocks that you're going to want to put on your watch list. So going forward with this, guys, they are manufacturers of surgical and medical devices. Huge, huge, huge. Reason why is because, well, you know why. There's lots of things going around in the world, and they also produce nutraceuticals. The firm develops a range of immune modulatory agents to target cancers, also huge, and enhance maternal and fetal health and fight for periodontal disease as well as for daily health. Another big factor in the world is periodontal disease. Unfortunately, it affects many people of the world, and if there's somebody going out there to help that, then yeah, if you invest in mankind, you might get rewarded with dividends, and you might lose. But if you lose, at least you gave good to mankind. And you paid people to help try to research for these types of things. So we're going to go into the website, check it out, see what it's got going on, and check out what they got in their pipeline, and we'll get right to it. Okay, guys, so going on the website, it looks pretty decent. It looks like one of the things they have on there is nutraceutical products. TSI has been producing very high-quality nutraceuticals. It produces nanostilbane. It is a nanomulsion of nanoparticle. It is in the range of 75 to 100 nm at concentration 200 milligrams, 200 milliliters. StemVax is a platform of antigen non-specific immune modulatory treatment that can be utilized for monotherapy as a combination of antigen specific modulations as a peptide or protein-based vaccines. So with this, guys, I'm just going to take it. I've seen a lot of people on the boards. Some people, it could be obviously speculation. They're loading up with 300K shares, and why not? Just for the fact that you do have a nutraceutical here. It is a gamble, but we are in the market casino, as they like to call it, because it is a casino. But you're taking a chance on something that could have something breakthrough. I don't think this is a bad buy right here. I think it is something to put on your watch list. As soon as it gets through the promotion, you need to put it on your watch list, look and find your buy point where you're going to get in. Because right now you can get this at dirt cheap prices. Not saying it's going to be the next Neurovax or something like that, or one of those good nutraceuticals, but they are coming along, and I'm going to try to start posting graphs I'm just going to start doing like 3-year, 1-year history graphs, and you're going to see that as these start coming along, but just don't give in. See, there's a lot of noise, like I said before, and you want to follow the signals, not the noise. It's a great quote from the old Mr. Ben in there. You want to follow the signal and not the noise, because the reason why is that's how they're going to get you, is if you follow the noise. You can also see them in their chat rooms trying to pop it up and everything. And I'm not talking about the apes either. I'm talking about the other manipulators out there, the ones that are not on your side. The apes are on your side. The manipulators, they're not. They're out there and they don't like you. They don't like me. They don't like anybody. They don't like anybody, but unless you're in the elite class. We're not in the elite class. We're average Joe Jane six-pack out there. So they are also working on the Jada Cell product that belongs to the Meniscell stem cell family of cells, a unique adult stem cell which produces a higher level of therapeutic factors compared with other stem cells. The cells demonstrate safety in animal modules and pilot human trials. How pissed off would they be if on some of these stocks, and you know they will be, and they'll be talking about you guys on the Alphabet channels as well. How pissed off would they be if you guys got in on the cheap seats and you didn't buy into the hype and you held? You know if you held and this goes up in a few years after you bought cheap, you know that's going to ruffle a lot of feathers, because they're going to be like, we can't get these guys anymore. They're getting too they're educating themselves. Look at it, guys. They're calling you insurrectionists now. They're calling you a cult movement. They're calling you everything, and they're not just calling the apes. They're calling all of you. They're calling all of you out, and they're thinking that about you. So regardless of what you think, we're all united and we're all on the same team. We're not elites, and so they look at us as pond scum. That's what they think of us. But we are all human beings, and we unite in a cause together of humanity for trading. That's just is what it is. We take care of each other and we help each other. So we're going to go to the pipeline. We're going to take a look at it and see what else they got going on. One of their studies they have is the STEMVAC paper, and you can go back and you can go download this off of the website. But it has the suppression of acute respiratory distress syndrome, pulmonary inflation by transfer factor activated dendritic cells and STEMVACs. Despite the failing and disfavor amongst the immunologists, as it means that antigen-specific immune modulation, the potential transfer factor to act as an inducer of innate immunity that has not been evaluated yet. So they're utilizing the leukocytes from healthy donors is what they're doing. Okay, guys, so this is the huge thing about this study. They said they demonstrate superior augmentation of constellary molecules, cytosine production, and T cell activation by dendritic cells with TF as compared to those activated using conventional suppression of B16 melanoma growth in an NK dependent manner. Okay, so what this did is this resulted in the administration of the cells to the murine model ARDS that resulted in the suppression of pulmonary pathology. Given the STEMVACs that have already been used in humans and is subject to FDA and IND application. Utilization of cellular therapy for treatment of COVID-19 is considered. So, with that, if that breakthrough comes through, just speculation right now, just noise, not signal. But they're giving you that paper right in front of you to tell you what they're doing. Right in there, this thing will get shorted tomorrow, most likely, or another day. I'm probably most likely going to say it's going to tomorrow, just because it's on the promotion list. People want to get in on the get out of it because they got to buy the boats, the beer, the booze. They got to go entertain the gals and everything like that. So the shorters are going to get out. As soon as this thing hits red, that's when you need to make your consideration of when you're going to get in, and are you going to hold or are you going to short? So that's where you have to come in and see where you're going to say. Obviously, if you're an ape, you're going to hold. But it's whatever your game is. I don't really care what your game is. It's just that this thing at bargain basement treatment prices, if they hit that, if they don't, then you just tossed your money away. But hey, it could be the next one, and it might not be. But it's still worth a shot. I've taken those shots, and I've won. Yeah, I have. So, and I've also lost too. But the dude that's on there, we'll go to his post if it's still around, about the 300K. Man, if that goes anywhere near this dollar range, and he got back in when on the cheap seats. He got in way back before. That's the key, is to find some of these, and I introduce you guys to these, and you get in them when they're dumped. And I've been saying that for all the times I've been doing the show. I'm a junk collector. I collect junk, okay? And then I hold on to it until the right point there, where I want to sell off when I feel like it. And then, sometimes there's some stocks I've held for years. So, but is what it is. Check that out, and we're going to see more information on this website. But this paper is pretty interesting of what they're doing. That's one of the main studies they are doing, and if that gets FDA approval, you're going up past $1, and that's noise right now. It's not saying it's a signal, but it's noise. Okay, guys, going on to the alphabet channels. We got TSOI Vision. They're probably most likely, a lot of these are going to parrot each other. But Therapeutic Solutions International receives FDA clearance to initiate Phase 2 pivotal registration trial for a Jadacel universal donor for COVID-19 therapy. So you can extra and read all about that study if you want. It looks like they just said the adult stem cell therapy previously demonstrated to block inflammation while regenerating injured tissue to enter the final phase of testing. So, with that, like I said, don't give in to the noise. This is what they do. They try to prop you up. Now, it's possible that this could run away and it could go to 2, but it's not saying. You just got to find where it's going to have a down point at some time. You just got to find where that down point is and get in, or where you're comfortable at getting in. What can you lose and what can you risk? That's your call. Going on to Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance says ICAD reports financial results for the quarter ended in June 30th of 2021. So you can go back to the June 30th, 2021 call, and it looks like they had, it says they're the global medical technology leader in providing innovative cancer detection and therapy solutions. Today reported as financial and operating results for 3 and 6 months, and it ended June 30th, 2021. The revenues for 3-month and 6-month periods for June 30th were $7.8 million and $16.5 million respectively, compared to $5.6 million and $12.1 and 3 and 6-month periods. Going through there, you can go ahead and read that. Continued market penetration with the profound AI risk and only commercially available clinical decision support tool with a 2-year breast cancers. So they are doing so many things, guys, in what they're doing, that it's not just the one thing that we talked about. It's pretty much everywhere with what they're doing with cancer, what they're doing with virus research, things like that. you can't find anything where you could pick up this many shares this cheap. So I would say it's put it on your watch list, take a look at it. I haven't seen this one pop before, like the others that are patterns that we've talked about. I know one of the listeners, we talk about NSAV all the time, and I've done like 3 or 4 videos of it for you guys. That one's going to keep on. I've talked to other investors about this on the boards and stuff, and that one's going to keep on going because crypto is the future, whether you like it or not, and whether the alphabets keep on saying, oh, they're going to cut that off and everything like that. Yeah, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. Good luck. The crypto people have other backup plans for all your other stuff. And you won't hear that on any of the alphabet channels because they don't want to cover it, because they don't want you to know about it. That's the other thing about the alphabets. They don't want, none of the elites in the alphabets want you to know about this stuff because they think you're dumb and they want to keep you dumb. But obviously with the apes and things, is the apes educate everybody and they want everybody to have the knowledge, and I want you to have all the knowledge about all of it. So, because we should be reading everything. We shouldn't be just taking one side or the left side, the right side. We need to engulf all of it because it makes you more of an intelligent person. You don't want to be a drone. You don't want to be a drone out there and consuming garbage information only from one side. You want to consume all of it so you can make an informed decision. So that's why, like, some of the stuff that I know now, I wouldn't have known if I just would have been an alphabet watcher. That's the thing, is that people that are stuck on this system, this 100-year system with the boob tube, yeah, some of them are lost. So you need to embrace everything because embrace it and take in all information, and then make your decision of where you're buying and things like that. So just don't listen to goofball on there, buyyourmoney.com. They're on these Mockingbird shows, and they're telling you that they're all for the paid elite. The paid elite give them their marching orders, and they get paid for that. Me and the other guys out there that are on YouTube, we don't. We're our own people. We call it as we see it. So we're not bought and paid for. So there's your alphabet on that. I'm going to go to Stockwits. There's more information on the alphabets from people, but we're going to check into Stockwits because I find it more interesting than talking about the alphabets. I know it's made the show a little longer, but you have to cover the alphabets because you have to see where they're coming from. If you don't see where they're coming from, you can't see some of the manipulation from all the other parts. You got to take everything into consideration. So we're going to go to Stockwits, check it out, and see what we got cooking and what the real traders are actually saying about this stock. Okay, guys, going on to Stockwits, we got Trader. He's got a good take. I like it. He says, "What has been accomplished today ain't so easy. Here we are at phase 3 stem cell biotech. What else do you need to know? It was at 8 cents. It was at 40. It was at 40. Then 90. Then 12. 20. 3. 4. 5. 6. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obviously, you get his reference. Do you get it? Get educated. Access like the science is unparalleled. Yes, that's the whole thing, is education. You can understand these things. I'll try to get, one of the listeners said to get more graphs, and we'll try to go into more graphs, but I feel like I like to cover the information and things like that. If you want to learn about the graphs and you don't know enough about the graphs, the best person that's going to teach you how to understand the graphs, that is not going to go out and try to take your dinero and try to hose you over, is Ricky Gutierrez. That guy is a freaking stud. I don't care how many people talk crap about him. I learned trading from him, and I will just say the guy is a genius when it comes to reading a board, reading charts and things like that. The teaching that he gives you for free is amazing. That's all I'm going to say. So Jay Saxon 31 says, "Man, 120 people are going to be pissed when they realize they were given placebo." Okay, so that's his take. And some of you might consider that a hot take, but is what it is. Too many bong hits tonight. Need Jada cells. So that's what he said. He thinks everybody's smoking bongs. Could be. I've seen it where people load up and they get totally taken. So, but if you buy at the smart point, there's one stock that I will say, I've told you, many of you this, some of you guys are new here to this show. You're gonna like throw up when you find out how much I bought NSAV for. I bought NSAV with the trading fee because you couldn't buy it. Obviously, this is when the hood didn't exist. But I bought, with the trading fee, I bought NSAV. I locked in the first time 9,000 shares at $10. That was it. It was a freaking fire sale is when I bought it. So that's my thing. So you can find those cheap deals. You just gotta be patient and look for them. I know everything looks exciting. You see the websites and everything, and you're like, dang it, I gotta buy. I've got to get in on this, man. I've been there. You want to get it. You want to get in on it. But then the dump comes, and then you're losing, and then you're stuck, and you feel pissed, and then you want to sell. So, but that's not what that's all about. Moving on. Congrats, everyone. I am here to close to 300K shares. That's that guy I was telling you about. It looks like his name is, I can't pronounce it. His post was at like 8:35 p.m., but he put, congrats to everyone. I am now close to 300K shares and was hoping to grab more. I love our CEO. So he likes the CEO. It's possible that he could be an insider, but I don't think he is. But you always have to watch some of these posts there because they could be insiders trying to pump it up. Remember, guys, be patient. TSOI is a long-term hold. Exactly. That's from Cody Crusher. Cody Crusher is exactly right. This is a long-term hold. If you want to short it, you can short it, but I can bet your boots and bet your bottom dollar that when you short it and this thing goes up and you're going to be like me, like I was with Norovax, and you're going to be so pissed that you shorted it because what he's saying is true. Pharma offers incoming. I also bet. If not, Jadacel is a $1 trillion market over the life expectancy of the sole license of Jadacel that is over $100 SP. So let's mark it on our calendars here. Let's, as a group, go forward. Let's invest. Let's invest in this company, and let's get in on the cheap. Post what you did get on the cheap, how you got it, and let's see at the end of the year or 6 months. Post what you made. Post what you did, because I actually think this is going to be a decent one. That's why we're spending so much time on it. Tomorrow's plays, if not, come join the rooms tonight. Do DD, grab position before the bell and let it go. And he's got the stock name. Any idea how long phase 3 trials will be? Well, let's hope it's not soon so I can get in on the cheap, huh? That's what I'm thinking. I don't want them to bust that phase because I want to get some cheap shares and load up like Mr. 300K. Market lately hates biotech. That's okay. It depends. So Zom Maikia said market hates biotech. Biotech and biopharma are one of the safest right now because this whole thing is completely overbought. I've listened to a ton of the analysts. A lot of them aren't paid shills; they're straight shooters too. I'm not talking about your CBS alphabets that are tight with Wall Street. This thing, it's overbought, and a lot of it's overplayed. And there's going to be a day of reckoning. I don't know when the day of reckoning is, but I would say with everything that's going on, these are possibly the safer bets in my opinion. This, crypto, gold, commodities, things like that are probably your safest bets right now. This guy, Scud Runner's got 230,000 shares at 3 cents. Yeah, buddy, don't even freaking about selling. It's tempting, I know, to cash out. Trust me, I know this. But you got to hold the line, man. Just keep on holding, man, because you know those guys want to gobble up your shares. TSO for the longs. You may proceed to the FDA. Temp Trader. So I have one more to read for real. Says, so officially the clinical stage phase 3 stem cell company could say clinical stage for 3 biotech is either valid. Tim Dixon. He's got his post there right there, so you can go check that out on Stockwits. I'm done with this one, and we're going to move on to the next. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is VMSI. Vita Mobile Systems Incorporated. Last tick is 50 freaking cents. It was up after hours about 6 cents. Going into the 3-year graph. Let's go to the last year to date 1 year, okay? Checking it out up there. This thing's been swinging a little bit within the last year from December 20 all the way to August 21st. It looks like in February 21st we were up to we were up a little higher there, but going into this company, let's see here. Vita Mobile Systems engages in the development of applications focused on digital imaging technology mobile devices. It offers open network social platform under Vita brand that enables users to locate, view images, video, and share their favorites on social media. The company was founded in April 28th, 1995 and is headquartered in Irvine. Love Irvine. Got a lot of friends down there. A lot of girls that I know that are pretty cool that have beach houses. You should become friends with those girls. Well, guys, this at one point was at the almost to the 2 spot there. So it's one to watch and it looks pretty decent. Now, warning, warning, warning. This is another one that's on a promotion list. I do not want to see a post that you got railroaded and you bought on the green, and then tomorrow is Skilo Friday, where you could even speed on the highway and you can do whatever you want as long as you don't get caught, and you get busted by getting a red ticket because you bought and you got dumped on. Okay, I don't want to see anybody lose any dough, so I'm just going to give you the warning that this is being promoted. Looks like Vita Mobile going on the website. It looks like a decent site for a sub, but it did raise dineros and almost get to the 2 spot there. So looks like Vita Mobile Systems Incorporated is a technology company focusing on digital imaging in mobile devices collection, big data, and development of artificial intelligence. That is interesting. Latest mobile news. Mobile Systems releases CEO shareholder letter for acquisition candidate and audit completion. You can go back and read that. Board of directors, get in touch. They have the contact us. So you got that there. More PNR news. We read that. Filings, disclosures. So there's really let's just go to the PNR news there. It says Vita Mobile Systems releases CEO shareholder letter on acquisition candidate and audit completion. This comes out of Irvine. It says a technology company specializing in big data, digital imaging, or mobile devices today released a letter to the shareholders from the CEO, Sean Guerrero, that a potential acquisition candidate is in a current audit status. The letter is included in entirety below. Dear shareholders, it's been an unprecedented year, and like many other companies, it's hard to learn and navigate through the many challenges by the pandemic. While continuing to push the company forward, our technology is progressing forward. We apologize for the delay in providing an update on our audit. We understand the echo frustration of our shareholders concerning the completion of the audit. Our audit did not agree with the accounting of certain transactions recorded on the previous management team. Our management worked diligently with the accounting team to make the required revisions to resubmit the audit financials of 2018-2019. Moving forward, they'd like to discuss some exciting developments concerning potential acquisition candidate. Looks like the complementary geolocation and camera technologies, they already have a market presence in their space with over 1 million downloads. So that's pretty impressive right there. They have discussed potentially blending their technologies and tools into existing app to expand and improve the product of what it sells and offers. This would allow VMSI to leverage their market presence and minimize their original need to go through to the market budget. They feel the approach would embrace VSMI to bring app technologies to market quickly. So that's pretty much all they have on there. So just because of the situation that's going on there, we probably should go to the alphabets and check out what they're saying about this just to get their take. And then we will also go to Stockwitz and see what's going on right there. Okay, guys, so there is a plug on Entrado, and basically it says Vita Mobile Systems acquires artificial intelligence company based location and health and safety software platform, which we already covered. Then they have Vita Mobile Systems stock skyrockets after acquiring the artificial intelligence company. So what's going on with them? That's the reason why they surged. Let's see, Vita Mobile Systems acquired. See, they're all mocking each other. That's why we call them the Mockingbird Media. Maybe Yahoo Finance will have something different. And it looks like Tanger's and San Diego-based financial firm provides working expansion funding to a small micro cap public companies that have been VSMI partners since 2018. So that's a little bit of news that we didn't know. Anything else? Vito Mobile Systems chairman CFO Wade makes private message. That's old news. So you got your take from the Mockingbirds. They pretty much have the same story, but the artificial intelligence information, working with that should be interesting. But let's cruise on over to your friends at Stockwits and let's see what they are saying. Okay guys, going on to Stockwits, we got Stock Rocket Man says it looks like the run tomorrow at least 37 at a low high tomorrow. I think the next leg before the dip ends around 0051 to 6-term short term. I call panic dip in the morning. That's the levels up. Yeah, that's going to be because you're on Skilo Friday and you can even speed on the highway. It's dump Friday. That's a guarantee. No, not me. CZ Money 12345 looked up my 2-turn and you were right. They've only been around since January. Don't have a website up yet. How the hell are you guys? I mean, how the hell are they doing stuff when they don't got the website up? Maybe, I mean, if you guys want to get mad at me, that's fine. But if you're going to do stuff like this and you're going to want people to throw their life savings or whatever they could scrap together to buy a piece of the pie, you got to have a website. This guy, I'm not going to call not me a hot take here. He put, don't have a website up yet. Facebook page is non-existent except for a couple logos. Scam. Now, I could see why he's saying that because that's frustrating to me. You got to have a website even if you're running a hot dog stand. Okay? I mean, you could be successful without the website with the hot dog stand. But if you're going to expand and do more, you have to show people your product. You got to show people. That's like the most frustrating thing I see is like when I go to a restaurant to order online, they don't have an online menu. Like, I'm not saying they don't have a call to out menu. They don't have a menu with their food on it. How are you a restaurant and you don't have your food menu? That's almost like the same thing. Sorry, I'm just going on a rant because that's just like, you want people to invest in you and like not put a website up? Come on, man. So 5 at the close, sod news of short, not me. Those who fail learn from the past and are doomed to repeat it. Laugh out loud. Past is a good indicator of what executive will do. Revenue is zero for too long. Man has to make money or what good comes from the company. Bottom line. Correct. This stock is going back to 50. Like I said, management has no credibility whatsoever. The past does not tell the future. Emerging stock is in the right areas. Parent analyst, financial, New York Times. I'm not reading anything. I will read the New York Times to have a laugh, but I'm not gonna. Anytime someone posted a New York Times article, I'm not taking it serious. Sorry, I can't take them serious for anything, especially when it's allegedly that they're scrubbing documentations of old news articles from years ago online. That's just an alleged report. It's not a confirmed report. The significance of acquisitions to immense bringing my 2-turn is huge going forward. Stated Sean Guerrero, Vita Mobile Systems. The pandemic has made it clear that the accurate timeline of health and safety for the location of the world is crucial. That's all, folks. No more news for this month as it drifts lower. So tomorrow will be sell-off Friday, and that'll be it. And that's the end of me covering this one. I've got enough takes just from the traders on Stockwits, so I'm good. So you make your decision where you're at. I'm not that excited about it, but it was fun to cover it. So haters might hate. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just I'm just not into it myself. So I'm out on this one, and I'm going to move on to the next, and we're going to be peace out of here. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is KPTI. KPTI, Karyopharm Therapeutics. Karyopharm Therapeutics. Last tick was $5.96. Well, it's up 3 cents after hours. Big whoopity-doo, right? 3 cents? 3 cents makes a little bit. Might get you on the subway or something like that, depending on how many shares you got. Sorry, my apologies. They're in the commercial stage of pharmaceutical company pioneering novel cancer therapies. Now, guys, this is exciting, and for the fact that, again, you have another cancer research company that I'm gonna talk about these all the time because they're simply no-brainers and they're simply too cheap. And you've seen your other hot hitters that they play the $5 game, they hit their phases, and like the first one we talked about, that's even below $1. When it goes through all of its phases, I've seen some of these go higher and higher, and we're not talking about the $5 range, we're talking about higher. So they're in the discovery and commercialization of first-class drugs directed against nuclear export for the treatment of cancer and other diseases. Its select inhibitor of nuclear export compounds function by binding with inhibiting nuclear export protein XPO1, and it is approved by the U.S. in multiple hematologic malignancy indications, including the combination of Velcade and dexamethasone for treatment of adult patients with multiple myeloma for the least one priority. Yeah, guys, anything with like cancer research or anything like that, again, you're giving your money to a good cause, and if you lose it, you'll lose it because you gave to a good cause. But if you win, you gain coin, and you helped out to help these things come along, help these studies, and you're possibly making a better life for people if they can come through. You're helping out people. They're also working on a treatment for adult patients for relapse or refractory of large B lymphoma. Lymphoma affects many people. It's dear to my family because my brother-in-law was affected by it. He's recovered. It was a bad thing. My grandfather he had lymphoma, didn't die of that. He just died of pneumonia from getting chemotherapy. So we need to help these doctors with the cancer research because it's killing too many of our family members way too early. In addition, the single agent and combination variety of human cancers, SINE compounds have also shown biological activity in models and neurodegeneration, inflammation, autoimmune diseases, certain viruses, and wound healing. They're involved in several investigative programs, clinical, preclinical development. It is located in Newton, Massachusetts. So again, you got an American company. When these pop up, I'm gonna push these all the time over some of the other junkers. I'm probably even gonna prop them up probably over some soda companies, unless I see something like another Rockstar coming around, which I don't see in another time soon. But let's go to the website, check it out, and see what they got. Hopefully we're not repeating anything what they had. That looks like they say they're on the discovery of commercialization of medicines with the goal of improving the lives of patients with cancer and other major diseases. How much better can that get, that they are doing that for the people and for mankind? And you can be a part of it by investing in the company. Are they paying me to tell me this? No. I'm just telling you for the good of mankind, and then maybe you can make some dollariskis out of it too. I'm being sincere about that, about helping mankind. I make money every day. I do business and make money. So if I made some bucks off of this, cool. But I will feel really good that I was a part of something, that I gave money. Even if they lose, I can feel good and sleep at night that I invested in a company that does cancer research. So Keopharm they're in the leading industry in oral selective inhibitor nuclear export technology developed to address a fundamental mechanism of oogenesis in the process through healthy cells and becoming transformed into cancer cells, which is not good. With the 4 unique drug candidates in the clinical development, they're developing medicine that targets cancer in both hematologic and solid tumors. Let's learn more about their pipeline. I would actually be curious to learn about their pipeline. Looks like they have, it's designed to goal to help healthcare providers have key information and resources pertaining to treatment in combination of with patients with multiple myeloma who have received one prior therapy. The app provides, so they have this app. Let me erase all this stuff on here because I got a bunch of gobbledygook. Kameo's like sending me stuff from the casino, the music. He's just partying right now. But they have this app on there that you can download for the iPhone there. And it's a clinical experience as well as contact a Pharma medical representative, the clinical trial design and efficacy safety data for dosing and dose modification information. So they do have an app for this, which is pretty impressive. That's why you would have to say there's a reason why they're not in the cheap seats. So let's see. I had a screenshot for the chart. I'll post it up if I can, and you can go back and observe. I'm just going to show you with the stocks that we've covered tonight. Well, the first one and this one, you could see the pattern, and if you go back to all the stocks we talked about this week, you could see the pattern where they obviously are on a pump and dump. They get pumped, dumped, and then you grab the cheap shares, and then when it get pumps again, you go up. Now, the key part here is, are you going to hold the line? Are you going to hold the line, or are you going to short and cash out and buy whatever you're going to buy? So, I mean, you got to have the booze and boats too, so, but whatever. Let's see here. They're committed to patients, to the core of everything they do. They inspire to help keep you motivated to pursue the importance of medicine. Pharma trials are the leading drug candidates of the next generation programs, early treatment tumor types and hematologic tumors. Don't miss the chief medical officer participating in exciting panel discussion. So that is a day ago. That was posted on Twitter. Excuse me. It means a lot to scientists like me who can accompany the drug that tries to develop a drug that hopefully approved to reach out to cancer patients who need it most. Every day we try to transitional science into development, to turn a strategy into more execution, into molecule, into a pill that will create multiple cancers. That can help treat multiple cancers. My apologies. Going to here, what other pipelines do they got? They got the oral selinexor, the oral alexinor, the oral inhibitor, the oral verdixinor. So they have several projects in the hopper. So $5 and change. Now, I could see this one as the other ones going up to the 20s. Just my take. I could be wrong. You can hit me up as a hot take tomorrow. Could be a year or two, but someone's going to be making money. We're not going to the alphabets because this one's too much of a proven. They're just going to mock and mock because they're promoting. So we're not going to go there. We are going to go to the real traders because that's what all matters is the real traders, not the mockingbirds. The mockingbirds make fun of the real traders. As soon as the pumpers that try to act like the mockingbirds are their friends get on board with this, then we're really going to have a serious thing where everybody's united, which is supposed to be. So all these guys that act like they're the top dog and they listen to Berardino, Schmerandino, spaghetti and meatballs, and pasta salad, and all these guys that are paid shills on TV. When they come around and they realize that the apes are for real and the people and the real common man traders are for real because they're educating themselves and they're not stupid, then that's my opinions is that we check with the apes and we check with the real traders what they're saying, because that's all that matters, not some paid TV show on the TV or radio. So who's telling you that you're wrong for what you're doing, but he's picking up on all the cheap action all the time. So Chart Insight says Q1 fundamental charts on this. Check it out. Out of the second two others, KPTI was down 23.8% during trading today. 100% of its time was traded lower by the next day. Well, yeah, it's on a promotion list, pal, but thanks, Wall Street Odds. Appreciate it. KYPT, strong growth in revenue, and last year the revenue has grown by 92.28%. So that's something to take in your pipe and smoke it right there for some of the doubters. RBC lowers the market perform with an $8 target price. I actually see it going up higher with all the pipeline projects they have. 8 is soon to be here. We'll just see when. KPTI selling shares to raise capital, possibly. Buy low and wait. Good call. Now that I have any positions anymore, but why the stock is down so much? MMA is a crowded field. There are many highly effective therapies coming up that has potential to cure. But unique drug, you have to be patient. That's the whole thing, is you have to be patient. Some of these things take years. I bought NSAV again for $10. $10 flat. That's all I paid. I had to wait 5 years to get my cash. 5 years. 5 years in an election to get my cash. So, anyone seen how much cash on hand for deemed restrictive? What is the use for? Therapeutics S8 filing shows registration 150K share common stock offering. Chartmill says analyzed by 7 analysts, they buy consensus at 91%. So he says the analysts are very confident about KPTI. Securities to be offered to employees and employee benefit plans. Automatic shelf registration statement securities known as issuers. Awaiting a buy signal on KPTI with Ultra Glow. Just listen to earnings call, and it seems no way as a negative as the market has reacted that they're seeing a massive short manipulation. Guys, you're seeing a short manipulation because the stock is being promoted. If you see all this noise come in, and I wish there was more people that could see the show. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my feet, but we will go over and over all the time if it's being promoted. I'm going to tell you, because I don't want you to get manipulated short, okay? Some of these are being promoted. You have to do your research. You have to go to pennystocks.com. You have to go to Market Club and everything, and look where they're at, and look at the alphabets. See where they're being promoted so you can make a right decision. You can get in on the cheap. You just have to do your research. I'm out now. I've called my shot. Watch the first stock we talked about. Look where it ends up. When they start dumping tomorrow, you need to figure out where you're getting in next week, because that's probably the next target right there. So don't make it a dog show. I'm going to reach out to Ellie. I'm going to find out about her gift card. I'm going to see if she wants it. If she doesn't respond, I've got this is just a small list of names. Keep on commenting. I'm throwing you in. I'm giving away that AMC gift card to somebody. And then we got Chick-fil-A coming too. So we're going to keep on giving out gift cards, and as soon as those basketballs get here from China, we're going to be giving out a basketball too. It's actually, the ball is made in Vietnam, shipped through China. It goes for about $80, but I believe it's a knockoff, so it's probably worth about 35, 40 beans, somewhere like that. But someone's going to get a basketball too when they actually come in. I'm expecting a big shipment coming in. So don't make it a dog show. Make the cabbage rain, and over and out, and good night now!